Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. So exciting times. Yesterday our puzzle hunt our Sudoku hunt, our second one, went live, and we've had correct solutions. I'm very excited. Incredibly, we've had 50 odd correct solutions at the time I'm recording this. Well done everybody who's got through that. Nobody found it easy. The fact that it was over 4 hours before we got any correct solution in is testament to that, with some extremely good solvers doing it. So it seems to have been very popular as well in general. If you haven't tried it yet and you're a patron, do please go over to the Patreon site and give it a go at some point when you have the time to devote to it. I think you'll find it rewarding. If you're not a Patreon already and you're thinking about it, I don't think there could be a better reason to join, but there you go. That will be our July content, even though it was published a couple of days before July. So, on to today's video, which is, as you may be able to tell from the grid, it is celebrating the number 18. This is from a Finnish viewer, and they've recently passed their 18th birthday and wish to celebrate it by sending a puzzle to Cracking the Cryptic. What better way? It's entirely logical, and I hope it is. So I don't have a great command of Finnish pronunciation. I don't really know anything about it, so I'm going to attempt with Jotaja as his name, and we will see if you tell me I'm right about that or not. Now, there are some things going on the grid. 3 different types of 18 clue. One is just a bunch of thermos designed to look like 18. One is a killer cage over here that sums to 18, and the other are some little killer clues which sum their diagonals that they're pointing to. So that sum, for instance, must equal 18. So some fairly regular types there mixed in together, as well as normal Sudoku rules. Do try the puzzle using the link below the video before watching my solve, but I'm going to give it a go now. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get cracking. So let's start with the long thermos. That's often the easy place to start. This is a 7-cell thermo, so 2 degrees of freedom effectively, and therefore 3 possibilities for each cell along it. That might tell us something in conjunction with the others. Now over here, this isn't one thermo. Effectively, this is 4 different ones that all branch off, but from the same starting point. So there I'm going to fill in 1 or 2. Oh no, actually, look, the way to look at this column is to notice that 7 of the cells are on thermos, but not on either end of them, not the bulb and not the end cell. And what we know about 1s and 9s in thermo Sudoku is they have to be on the bulb or the end. So in fact, 1 and 9 in that column must be at the end. The smallest number must be here, which is kind of the root of all of these expanding numbers. So let's take that up in 3s, because it would have to go round the corner to find a 9. Same down here, exactly a mirroring. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've missed out one. Right, sorry. So actually there's a fair amount of possibility going on. Now, I think this should be right in terms of the possibilities we know so far. This now has become a 1 because of that 2. I think this has to be a minimum 3 now, and therefore it has to be 3 because it has 6 cells bigger than it in the column. So they can only be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In fact, we know that 1 and 2 are off the ends. Now that is interesting. That's giving us a sort of X-wing on 1s and 2s, and means apart from those cells, so in the top and bottom row, these other cells cannot be 1s, because 1 must be in one of those 2 cells for each of those 2 columns. Now that's really good on this thermometer. If 1 is not in that cell and that cell, where is 1 in the column? It's got to be in the head, in the bulb of the thermometer. Now that felt exciting. It's absolutely disappointing, of course, because placing a 1 in the bulb of a thermometer does nothing else to any of the cells in it. But at least we've got it in. Now, in this column 5 bits of the thermometer, let's take them up to what they could be. just so we can eliminate it when we find something else out. Oh, now I'll tell you why that 1 is brilliant. Look at this little killer clue. 18, and now we've got a 1. That's got to be surrounded by 9 and 8. And that's lovely. Where's 9 going in column 2? Because 9 is in one of those 2 cells in this box. Must be in one of those cells in this box because it's not on the thermo. So 9 in column 2 has to be up the top somewhere. One of those 2 cells can't be there. 8 as well, actually, has to also be somewhere up at the top in column 2. That's not telling me all that much. Now, where am I going to look for further clues? Well, this longer diagonal, that is more interesting, perhaps. Yeah, look at the minimum values. So we've got 4 here and 6 here. That's the absolute minimum, 10 so far. These 2 could be 1 and 2. That would make 13. Now, these 2 cannot be 1 and 2 because that would make this cell, row 9, column 5, impossible. So they must be at least 1 and 3, which takes us up to 17 already of the 18. So there's 1 degree of freedom. So from the minimums, which are 1 and 3, one thing could advance. So that can't be a 1 because of that 1. Actually, that can't be a 4 now because this can't be a 1. This can't be higher than 7. If everything else was at a minimum, this could be 7, but otherwise it has to be 6. And these are from 1, 2, and 3, and definitely include a 1. But look what that 6, 7 does on this thermometer. That stops that being 8 or 7, stops this being 7 or 6. Yes, and now we ask the question, in this column, where do 9 and 8 go? And obviously they're not in the ends. Now there is only 1 cell for 9, and therefore only 1 cell for 8. And that feeds into this thermometer. In fact, it puts 9 there. This can't be a 9, this can't be an 8. In fact, 8 in this column in this can't draw straight down the column for some reason. 8 in that column must be here because those 2 are ruling it out of that cell. So that's 8. Take it out of the corner. So this can't be 7, this can't be 6, this can't be 5, this can't be 4. And that 9 is seeing this. Perfect. So we're resolving all those X-wing pairs we had at the start. Right, and now that 1 is absolutely what we needed. It's taken away the last degree of freedom here. So the minimum these 3 can be now is 2, 6, 3, which adds up to 11, with 1, 4, 2 makes 18. Yes, so that's a 6. This is 2 and 3. Don't know which way round yet. Now, these don't have a 3. They're 1 and 2, and this is 4. That works its way back down the thermometer. 3 there, 2 there. That's seeing the 3-2 pair that we just created. Love it when it just comes back on itself so quickly. Oh, and between 3 and 6 on this thermo, 4 and 5 clearly. That 7 is the last digit in the column. This can't be 6 anymore. Not so helpful. Oh, look, up here though, 9 and 8. So that can't be 9 or 8. This can't be 8 or 7. That's 7 or 6, or this 6 or 5. Now, in column 7, where are the 8 and 7 going? Just as up here, was it, we could suddenly fill in the 9 and 8 by that sort of deduction. Here, we can put in 8 and 7. 8 goes in there, 7 goes in there. Now this is looking across at 3 and 4 now. So where do 3 and 4 go in the column? Clearly here and here. And then we're just left with a 5, 6 pair. This now has to be higher than 8. It's 9. This 9 is looking at the 8, 9 pair. Fantastic. I love how this all works together. Now, 8 there and 8 there. Where is 8 in row 7? It's got to be there. Then we've got 6 or 4 here. Oh, this is interesting. Yes, 1, 4 or 6 there. Now, let's have a look at this 18 little killer clue here. 2 plus 8 is 10. We need another 8. And theoretically, 1 plus, well, to make 8 with a 1, 4 or 6 into the other cell, you could theoretically have 7, 4 or 2. But look, it's seeing that cell, and that's 4 and 2 ruled out. So that's 7, that's 1. Brilliant. Now the 18 cage maybe. Yes, because look at these. This is now an absolute minimum of 5. And that's exactly what it must be. This one's minimum is 4. This one's minimum is 2. You need all those minima to make 18. 12, 16, 18. Yes, the 5 sorts out the 6, 5 pair. Right. Still got this 18 clue to do, but not much information about it. Other than that, we've used all the special stuff, I think. So, 1 in this cage, in this box, I mean, can't be in those cells, so it must be there. 4 must be there, then we have an 8, 9 pair. That 1 actually looks across the grid and sorts out the 2, 1 pair. 5 could be in one of those, 6 could be in one of those, and 3 is in the other. 7, 3, 4, 1. 2, 9, 8. So they go over this side. 2 there and 9 or 8 there. Notice those 2s. So this is 5 and 6. We can decide which from this digit. 3, 4, 7 up here. Got to go 4, 7, 3 to fit in. This is a 1, 5, 6 triple, about which I have no information. This 6 has been resolved by that. This is 8 or 9, I suppose. Look, but 8, 9 pair has been done in row 5, so these are a 6, 7 pair. And this is either 8 or 9 for its row, but clearly there's a 9 there. So we can sort out all the 8, 9s in rows 4, 5, and 6 like that. That one is a 6, last in its row. That 6 sorts out this 7, 6 pair we just filled in. Now, what have we got going up at the top? I suppose 8 there, 8 there. 8 there rules out all those, so we can put in 8 up here. 4, no, 9, yes, 9 there, there, and there, so we can put in 9 here. This is 3 or 6. 2 and 7 still to go in there. I don't know the order of those. 2 must be somewhere up here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to start putting in some pencil marks because I can't quite see how the rest of this disambiguates. That's a 4, 7 pair that I never filled in. 8, 9, what digit should I be looking at? 2, 6, 8, 9. 1 is in one of those two. Not too sure here. Honestly, you get this far and suddenly you pull up against a slight brick wall. 2, 7, 8, 3, 4, 9, 1, 7, 6. That's 2 or 5. I'm really going to have to go full candidates. 3 or 5 up there. That's quite restricted. 3, 5 or 7. Yeah, I think I'm just missing something here. Oh, look, 9, 2, 6. Oh, right, yeah, there's a 6, 7 pair in this column, and that 6 sorts out what they are. That's what I think I was missing. So, 9, 8, 6. What does that finish anything off down here? Those are all 3, 4, and 5. I don't know the order, actually. But that's 6. Okay, that comes out of there. Oh, that didn't resolve everything. I assumed it would when I found what I was missing. 7 has to be in one of those two. 1, 7, 2. 4 has to be across the middle somewhere. Oh dear. 1, 5, 4, 8, 9. This one is 2 or 7. 6, 8, 3, 4, 9, 2. But that's 1, 5 or 7. This is a poor effort. Something's going on that I'm just not spotting here. That's 7, 5, 7, 9, 8. Sorry, folks. You just keep shouting at the screen for what I'm missing, because it's obviously something. I'll hear you in the end, I imagine. Oh, God almighty, I've completely forgotten this clue. That's what it was. I heard you in the end. 10 already in the 18 here, so these have to add up to 8. They must be 4 and 4. Oh, Lord. Son, I'm so sorry about that. There we go. 7 there. These are now 3 and 5, so that's a 7. 1 and 4 to go in there. 2, 3, 5 now in those. 3 and 5. So that hasn't helped sort this out. Hopefully it's all going to come out at the top. Ah, yes, that 1 sorts out this triple. Right. 5, 6 and 1. The 5 sorts out that. Yes, now it feels like it's coming. 6 there, that's exactly what we needed. 3, 5, nice puzzle. Well done, Yotaya. That is really good fun. Very grateful for you sending us that puzzle. Took us a little while to get around to it, actually, but certainly worth doing in the end, despite my stumble there at the end, owing to having announced that I'd solved all the clues outside the grid and having not done so. That 18 there was absolutely vital. Brilliant. Congratulations on your 18th birthday. Congratulations on having a puzzle done on Cracking the Cryptic. Thanks very much for following us, everybody, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.